have some breakfast outside before we start the day. Listen to the birds singing. Have a coffee. Be a bit more human. So here's the board with all of the opening times and times of the year that you'll be able to visit. Just got my wristband, so we're ready to go. 1575, Queen Elizabeth I came to visit here for 19 days, and they're celebrating that today. So there's going to be people walking around in dress, and also you're going to be able to see performances by the Gloriana Living History Group.
You go meet the Tudors.
Yeah. It's like Queen Elizabeth, isn't it? Dancing.
The one on the left looks like her out of Hocus Pocus.
I think she's Queen Elizabeth. Demi's like, let's go see them. Do what they're doing. She wants to get involved. She wants to have a dance. Gatehouse opened from 10 to 4. This is a postcard of the gatehouse from about 1910. So it was first built as a fully functioning gatehouse in 1570, but about 80 years later it was converted into a private house. This is a view of the Oak Room in the 1930s, and it shows the alabaster fireplace and the carved overmantel, and these were taken from the Leicester building in the 1650s. This room contains the only remaining pieces from the lavish interiors that were created back then, and they were all moved to the gatehouse from the Leicester building in the 1650s. So we've got the alabaster fireplace, which they think came from the Privy Chamber, which was used by Queen Elizabeth I. Then there's the really detailed carved wooden overmantel, and also the wall panellings as well on either side of it. We're heading up the stairs now. We're going to have a little look what's up on the next level. Oh, we've got a bedroom up here. This is an Elizabethan bedroom, and it's set out exactly how it would have been back in the 1930s. In here is the Speed and Power exhibition. So Sir John Sidley was the first Baron of Kenilworth, and he bought the castle in 1937, and he was a British motoring pioneer. So this exhibit is all about Sidley and the cars and the aeroplanes that he had, and then it also tells you about the Castle Gatehouse, and that became the company's drawing room after the factory was bombed in the Coventry Blitz. So there's loads of information about all of that in here, It's worth taking your time. There's lots of things that you can read up on, and there's lots of things to see as well. There's trophies and other bits and pieces. There's bits of cars. Oh, tons and tons of information. There's a little museum area in here where there's different books with information about Kenilworth Castle over the years. There's stonework. It tells you about how the tapestries are made that surround the building. But what I'm really interested in is this right over here. When Dudley first met Queen Elizabeth I, he was actually already married to Amy. Now, Amy Dudley was to have a mysterious sudden death, and this sparked rumours of a murder. So during 1559 and 1560, there was frequent gossip that Dudley was planning to poison her so that he could marry the Queen. Now, these stories were sort of shrugged off and made out to be a bit far-fetched until, that is, the 8th of September in 1560, when Amy's maids returned to where they were to find her lying dead at the foot of the stairs with her neck broken. So there was this whole inquest regarding this mysterious death, and it came about that it was accidental. But was it? What actually led to her death? Was it accidental? Did she just accidentally slip down the stairs? Was she poisoned? Was she pushed? Or did she find out there was something there between Queen Elizabeth I and her husband, which led to heartbreak, and she took her own life? What do you think? Robert Dudley himself also died very suddenly at the age of 56 on his way back to Kenilworth Castle. This was thought to have maybe been from malaria, and he was buried in St Mary's Church in Warwick. In his will, he left the Queen a string of 600 pearls with a great big diamond and an emerald jewel. Within his last week, he sent the Queen a short note, and this was to be his last. And the Queen kept this, and she wrote a little note on it, putting his last letter. So we're just heading into the Queen's privy garden now. So this private garden was built by Robert Dudley for the Queen for when she came to visit back in 1575, so over 400 years ago. Oh, this looks very pretty. Very atmospheric with all the like big thunderclouds above it. Would that be like a little summer house thing at the back?
Go explore.
She loves like smelling flowers and things. It's like a little mini maze for her.
Yeah.
She goes exploring. You're having fun. Oh no. Right, it's another castle she's ticked off a bucket list to drink from. Wow, look at that.
There's an aviary.
Oh, it's got birds in it. It looks like a summer house from over there, but it's an aviary with all birds in. Can't really see very well through this mesh. It's all like different coloured birds and stuff. Aww. Got some beehives. This would have been one of the main gates to get into the castle. I've seen people come out of there. I want to know what it's about. It's going to rain soon.
I don't think so.
The wind picked up. I think it is. I can feel it coming. Oh look, can have a look out this. Oh god, these steps are high. Yeah, views of like all the fields and stuff. Whoa. I reckon it would have been a pretty impressive castle when it was in all its glory. Pretty big castle. Watergate. Supplies delivered by boat across the Mere were brought into the castle through this gate. They were taken into the inner court through a small door beneath the Great Hall. In the 16th century there were lodgings for 200 people in this area. Must have all been water, which is now fields. I told you rain was coming. You didn't believe me. Oh, God, I got this big hill now. Have a look inside the castle. Wow, it would have been a big castle as well. Gaunce's Tower. It's a 4-storey tower. And then there are latrines for household staff on the ground levels down there. got my ukulele.
Yeah, I know.
I was going to put it in my bag as well. This would have been the way to get to the keep. So you would have had to go through an enclosed building, which is what used to be here. But then it got changed later on into an open courtyard. So it ended up being the way that you would get to the Elizabethan gardens. A lot of the stones have like carvings, like names and things.
Yeah, people have visited over the years.
I don't know. Gone up a level. The castle keep was the heart of the castle for 500 years. It was a defensive powerhouse and it was built 3 stories high with walls 14 foot wide. And as you can see, it's still the most dominant feature of the castle today as we walk around. This picture is before it was built to its full height. So there may have been a great hall on the upper floor, and where we're standing now is actually the basement. And this would have been accommodation for the household staff. And then later on, King John added an open fighting gallery at the top of the keep. After the civil wars of the 1940s, Parliament wanted to stop this keep getting into enemy hands. So it was slighted or deliberately destroyed, and some of the wall was brought crashing down. It's a nice view of the gardens from here. Oh, that goes down a long way. Good girl. You're doing a good job. We're going back up some stairs now. There's a lot of up the stairs, down the stairs, up the stairs and down the stairs. This is the Great Hall. So they would have had really high ceilings, tall windows all around the room, and no less than 6 fireplaces around the room as well. So this is a picture of what it would have looked like, and this is what it looks like now. at the very top now, you can get views of the rest of the castle and of the gardens from up here. And there's Demi and Ryan waiting at the bottom. So she's desperate to get up here, but there's just too many stairs for her, so we're taking it in turns. Time to head back down. And here's the spiral staircase. There's always spiral staircases in castles. The light's going round and round for some reason. It makes me dizzy. The part of the castle that we're going to see now is called the Leicester Building, and this is the bit that Robert Dudley built for Elizabeth I when she came for a third visit to Kenilworth in 1572. She did come a fourth time and it was altered and improved and has still lasted for 19 days, which is the longest stay at a courtier's house. Unfortunately, later on down the line, in the 1950s, the new owners, after the Civil War, took parts of this down to sell the stone, the timber and the lead, and it's remained a ruin ever since. At least we're staying a little bit dry in here. Make our way to the highest point now. There's a lot of flights of stairs to do. Hopefully it'll be worth it when we reach the top. Hello. Where we are now is the first room of the Queen's most private apartments. So the outer chamber stood before the door into the Queen's bedchamber, and it would have been here that Elizabeth would have met with her closest friends and courtiers. And then the floors below and above were probably used to lodge her attendants and ladies in waiting. Part of the Leicester Building was the Queen's bedchamber, and it was the most important and private part of the building, so nobody was allowed in here except for the Queen, and it was designed to be that way so nobody had reason to go into the room or through that room to get to another part of the building. The turret on the right of here was added so that the Queen could climb to the room above her bedchamber without actually having to go through a whole apartment to get to the main staircase. Look, there's Ryan and Demi Dog down there. Hello! It's been a fun day walking through history at Kenilworth Castle, discovering epic sieges, royal scandals and a royal romance between Queen Elizabeth I and Dudley. We have wandered through the beautiful and unique Elizabethan gardens, and met the birds in the aviary. Explored the medieval keep, climbed both of the towers, and for the first time in centuries, taken in views from Queen Elizabeth I's private rooms. Subscribe to my channel to join in all of the future fun and adventures, and to see where the next location is in episode 4 of the Sherwood Forest staycation series. Hope to see you there. Until then, thank you millions for watching. I appreciate every single person that watches the videos, likes, comments and subscribes.